are doing well. So welcome to my channel Assistance by Mrs. D. Nandan. This is my first video where I have come live to teach you. So let's get started with today's video, children. We are going to begin with a new lesson in physics today, and the name of the lesson is light. Now children, when we hear of the word light, the thing that comes to our mind is something in the presence of which we are able to see around us, right? Now you are able to see me because there's a lot of light in the room. That is why things become visible. So light is the form of energy, children, that causes the sensation of vision. That means in the presence of light, we are able to see everything that is around us. That means everything around us will become visible in the presence of light. Now children, there are two kinds of sources of light. Sources of light means something which will produce and generate its own light. One are natural sources and one are artificial sources. Now natural sources means, children, the sources of light that will produce their own light, and man has not created that. So that is a natural source of light, and the example for natural source of light can be, children, the sun. The sun is the biggest source of light that is present for our planet, because as the sun rises up in the morning, children, every corner of the earth gets illuminated in the presence of sun. So sun is a natural source of light. Artificial sources of light are, children, the sources that have been made by man. For example, a tube light, candle, bulb. These are all the examples of the man-made sources or the artificial sources of light. After this, children, we see another thing, that there are two kinds of objects. Now objects means, children, something which will produce the light or something which will not produce the light. Now in case the objects that are producing the light, children, they can be the luminous object, like a candle. See children, if we take a candle, this is a luminous source of light. This is a luminous object, children. And on the other side, I have taken a pencil box. You can see the difference between the two. Now one is producing the light, so it is a luminous object, and one is not producing any light of its own, so this is a non-luminous object. So these are the two different kinds of objects. Now we come to the next property of light, children. Light always travels in a straight line. Now that means this property of light is known as, children, rectilinear propagation of light. Now this can be demonstrated with the help of straw that I'm going to show you right now. Children, I'm going to show you one experiment where I have taken a candle, I have taken one straw, and I have taken a white paper. Now along with these three things, I'm going to show you that light always travels in a straight line. That means it follows rectilinear propagation of light. Now let's see, I have lighted a candle, children, and now I'm going to use a white screen, you can say, or I'm going to use a white cardboard sheet. And now when I'm going to place my straw in front of it, you can see a clear patch being formed. Can you see that, children? I hope it is very clear. See, the yellow spot can be seen. Why? Because light is now traveling in a straight line. I've kept the straw straight, so it is traveling straight. Now see what will happen if we make the straw bent. Now see, children, I have just bent the straw from the middle, and now see, I'm positioning it. Can you see any light patch being formed anywhere on this white cardboard piece? See children, no light patch can be seen anywhere over here. That means a similar kind of a patch that you were seeing earlier. See, nowhere you can see. Again, if I straighten this pipe, children, you can again see that appearing. I hope you can see that very clearly, right? I cannot take the straw more close, otherwise it might catch fire. See, you can see again that visible spot coming up. So this experiment shows, children, that light always travels in a straight line. It will never travel in a crooked line. It will always travel in a straight line. That is why it was able to pass through the pipe and was reaching to the other side. Now similarly in your books, children, one more experiment is given, that also you can see, that if we take 3 cardboard, children, and Then we place them in such a way that they are facing and they are being placed. As you can see over here, children, the 3 pieces of cardboard, children, are there, and the hole is made in the center at the same position in all 3 cardboards, and they have been clamped on the stand. Then on one side, when we place a candle, the light of the candle will travel straight through the first point. It will come to the second one and will reach to the third one and will finally reach to the eye of the observer. And the observer will be able to see the flame of the candle. But if you displace these, any of these are being displaced, you will see that the light will not reach to the observer, which again shows that light always travels in a straight line.
Now this is what you can see, children. This is how the sunlight falls and travels in a rectilinear propagation. As you can see, the speck of the sunlight is coming, and see how it is illuminating the room, and then it is falling. You can see how it is falling on the table, right? So the light travels in a straight line, and that can be seen while it is entering inside a room. See, children, how the speck of the light is falling onto the room. See, now I am going to show you the shadow formation. Now suppose in this light which was coming, if I place my hand, you can easily see the shadow of my hand. Why? Because now my hand is blocking the way of the light. Now when my hand is blocking the way of the light, you can see a clear shadow formation taking place. The pinhole camera is the earliest camera that was made by man. Now this, children, this pinhole camera was the kind that it was not like a real camera that we use today, but it was an early invention of man, and it was very different from the present day cameras, but it was also based on the rectilinear propagation of light. An ordinary camera has a lens. Now these days whatever cameras we have, that has a lens, but earlier in a pinhole camera, children, there was no lens, but there was a small hole that was replacing the lens. So you underline this line, children. It is based on the principle that an image that you can recognize is formed on the screen, and if light is allowed to pass through this small opening or the hole. Now on the next page you have the ray diagram that will show you that always the image which is formed by a pinhole camera is an inverted image, and children, inverted image is the real image that is obtained. See, children, this is showing you a pinhole camera, children, and over here is the screen of the pinhole camera. Now if the light is coming from an object, like for example from a tree, if the light is coming from a tree, then a ray that passes or touches the tip of the tree comes through the hole and comes and forms an image over here towards the bottom. See, A1 it is written, A is here. If a ray starts from the base, children, of the tree and passes through this hole and comes in a straight line, it will come and strike at B1. Right? A ray of light is passing in a straight line, children. It is passing through a straight line. So the image that is being formed on the screen is an inverted image. This image is known as, children, as an inverted image, and actually this is a real image that is obtained. So this kind of an image is obtained through a pinhole camera. Children, see, I am going to explain you how a pinhole camera is made. Now a pinhole camera, children, can be made up of any of the 3 materials, like it can be of a cardboard, it can be of wood, or of metal. Now today I had a cardboard box over here in my home, so I have tried to make a pinhole camera through that, and I am going to show you how it is to be made. Now in that, children, we first take a cardboard box, and then on that cardboard box, children, we cover it with a black paper. I have covered it with a black paper. You can also paint it. If you want, you can paint it. Then on one side, children, see, a hole is made in the center. See, a hole I have made in the center. And just on the opposite side of this hole, like the hole is on one side, just the opposite side of the hole, see, children, it's made like this. Right? That means I have removed this side, and in place of that we can put a butter paper, or we can put a transparent sheet. Now transparent should not be completely transparent, otherwise all the light rays will fall out. So it should be somewhat opaque so that the light rays are not completely passing through. So the best thing is you take butter paper, like I have taken a butter paper sheet, children. Now children, this is a pinhole camera is ready, as you can see it, right? Only thing is we have to be very careful that light rays are not allowed to enter from any side. And now I'm going to do an experiment, and I'm going to show you how you can actually see the image being formed over here on the screen. So for that I require the room to be quite dark. So I'm going to darken the room. I'm going to place a candle over here in front of the pinhole, and you will be able to see the image onto the screen. Okay, so I'm going to darken the room now. Now see children, I have darkened the room, I have lit a candle, and I'm making sure that the flame of the candle. Now see children, I have darkened my room, I have placed a candle and I have lit the candle. And now I make sure that the flame of the candle comes in front of this hole. This pinhole that we had made, the flame of the candle is there. Now I'm going to show you children how it will be reflected, how you will be able to see the inverted flame. Now you will not see it like this children, you will see the inverted flame onto the screen. See this children, because the room is quite dark, so you can see this. This is the image that is being formed of the flame of the candle, right? Because it is flickering a little, so you are not able to see it very clear, but this is how the image is being formed when we use a pinhole camera. See the working children. Let's see the working children. When a candle is held in front of the hole of the camera in a dark room, a small inverted and real image of the candle is seen on the screen, as I showed you right now children. Narrow beams of rays from the entire candle pass through the pinhole and form this inverted image. Now there are two possibilities also children. One is, if the camera is moved forward towards the candle, that means the distance between the object and the camera. Object was the candle and camera, you know. So if we decrease the distance children, then what will happen? The size of the image will increase. That means the candle flame that was looking smaller will appear to be bigger in size. Similarly children, if the camera is moved backwards, that means the distance between the object and the camera is increasing now. That means it has increased. Then what will happen? The size of the image will decrease. Suppose the candle flame was looking this big, so it will become smaller. So either the size of the image will become smaller or will become larger, depending upon the distance that is there between the candle or the object and the camera. So this is very important children. But the image remains clear and focused. Now because the flame was flickering a little, I was not able to show you a clear and focused image. Otherwise we obtain a clear and a focused image. So there is no focusing required. Now if a pinhole camera has been made very nicely and the rays of light are entering and they are being made to reflect on a good screen, then the image that is obtained is actually a very good and a clear one. So we can say that the image is real. It should be remembered that as long as the size of the hole is small, the shape of the hole does not affect the image, right? So the shape or the size of the hole will not affect the size of the image. Now next is over here children, they are showing you the different parts of a pinhole camera that I have already explained you and I have shown you also. That is there. Now this is actually showing you the working picture. Okay, now a similar kind of a image was being formed when I had shown you right now the experiment. So this is how the flame of the candle looks on the screen of a pinhole camera. Now the size of the image is, now whatever we have learned right now, it is given in points over here children. It is directly proportional to the distance of the screen from the hole. It is inversely proportional to the distance of the object from the pinhole. Directly proportional means children, if one increases the other increases, or if one decreases the other decreases. And inverse proportion means if one will increase the other will decrease. So these are the various points that you will have to learn, right? All these three have to be learned. So with this we come to an end of the pinhole camera.
Now children, in our day-to-day life, we see many places where the rectilinear propagation of light can be seen. Like early in the morning, the moment the sunlight enters inside your room, children, that travels in a form of a straight line, that is rectilinear propagation. Then the shadow formation that takes place, that is also the application of rectilinear propagation of light. Then we have the pinhole camera, the eclipses that take place, like the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse that take place, that is also an application of rectilinear propagation of light. So after seeing the experiments, you must have clearly understood, children, that light always will travel in a straight line and it will never take a curved or a zigzag path. So with this, we come to an end of today's video. I hope I have made myself very clear to you, children. And if you have really understood it well, please do share my video with other friends of yours. And please do subscribe if you have still not subscribed to my channel. See you very soon in the next upcoming videos. Till then, take care. Bye.